Okay, good morning class. You are welcome to PLBC virtual class simulation. My name is Dr. Shamsuddin Bello and today's topic is on oral English. Today's topic is on oral English. And we are going to start with sounds. We're going to start with sounds. There are basically two types of sounds. We have vowels and consonants. We have vowels and consonants. So today what we're going to do is to look at these two, vowels and consonants. Vowels and consonants. Now, we start with vowels today. Now, what are vowels? First, there are 20 English vowels. There are 20 English vowels, divided according to their what? Divided according to their manner and place of articulation. And as such, these 20 vowels are divided into three. The first category is called monophthongs or pure vowels. The second category is called diphthongs. And the third category is called triphthongs. The third category is called triphthongs. For this level, we are going to limit ourselves to the two basic ones, which are monophthongs or pure vowels and diphthongs. Now, vowels are sounds that are pronounced freely without necessarily narrowing or closing the air passage. They are sounds that are produced without obstruction and without closure. Without obstruction and without closure. If you want to learn how to speak good English, you have to close your eyes to the printed page and listen to sounds and their qualities. Now, this is what we're going to do today. This is what we're going to do today. Now, we have some examples here on the board on monophthongs and diphthongs. So we'll take them one after the other. We'll take them one after the other. When you come to do any examination, or when you come to listen to good speakers, you'll be required to understand these sounds. You'll be required to understand these sounds in order to make sense or meaning of what the speaker is saying. Now, the first example is the E sound. The E sound. It's pronounced as E. E. It has a column after it, which makes it a long sound. The second is the same alphabet, the same vowel, but it is short because it does not carry the column. Now, this is E. This is E, right? Now, we have example of this sound in words like see, re, and greet. See, re, and greet. Right? These are long sounds. Right? Now, the short one is called E. E, or it's pronounced as E. E, because it is a short sound. And you have it in words like fig, in words like drink, and in words like simple. These are short sounds, the E, the short E sound, the short E sound. Now the next one is A, right? Although it resembles an E, the alphabet E, but it is pronounced as A. And you have it in words like bet, wet, and set. Bet, wet, and set. Now the next one is called, or it's pronounced as and you have it in words like flat, or hat, or scatter. Flat, hat, or scatter. Or even in words like back, not back, and even words like ran, not run. Right. Now, the next one is also another long sound, the long oo sound. It's pronounced as oo, right? Now, you can find it in words like moo, or zoo, and coo. It's a long sound. Now, the next one is a short sound. It's a short sound. It's pronounced as and you find it in words like bus, dust, love, and calm. So you don't say love, you don't say cup, you don't say dust, You say dust, camp, and lab. It's an R sound. It is a mono. All these examples of monophthongs because it involves only one vowel. Now, diphthongs involve the combination of two vowels. And these two vowels, the sound of these two vowels are put together in the production of a single sound. In the production of a single sound. Now, how do you pronounce this first sound? How do you pronounce the first sound? How do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce it? Give it a try. Any idea? Yes? A. Right? And you have it in words like laid and paid. Laid and paid. Right? Okay, how do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce this? It's pronounced as ear. And you have it in words like clear and here. Clear and here. Now the next one is pronounced as what? How do you pronounce the next one? Ow. And you have it in words like mouth and cow. Mouth and cow. Now, how do you pronounce the next one? On. Yes, correct. On. And you have it in words like boy, toy, call, joy, boy. Now, these are the words that you find that are with this sound. Now, this is called owl. Right? And you find it in words like gal, not go, it's gal. And you also find it in words like flower, not flow, it is flower. When you say flow, you are talking about flower. When you say flow, you are talking about flower or what? Or the floor of the building. This is pronounced as what? Flower, right? And the next one is, the last one is pronounced as what? It's pronounced as wa. And you find it in words like poor and sure. Now, these are the sounds. Now, let's look at some examples, some exercises before we go to the next category. Right. Now, choose the option below that has the same vowel sound as the underlined letters in the first word. Now, we are looking for a word, out of the words, we are looking for a word with this sound. And how do you pronounce this sound? How do you pronounce this sound? O. Right? Now, I'll pronounce the options and then you choose one. I'll pronounce the options and then you choose one. 1, how. 2, fed. 3, out. 4, thought. 5, sound. 5, so or thought. Which one is it? It's how. And we're looking for O. The O sound. We're looking for the O sound, not the ow sound. You find it in what? You find it in thought. Because that is the only word that carries the sound O. That is the only word that carries the sound O. Now, the next one, we're looking for this sound. We're looking for this sound now. We're looking for this sound now. And I'll pronounce it. No, sorry, we're looking for this sound without the I. The E without the I. A. So I'll pronounce it. We have said, he, still, great, lit. Said, he, still, great, lit. Which one would you choose? Which one will you choose? I'll take it again. We're looking for A. We're looking for A. Now you have said, heed, steal, greet, bleat. A. Heed is E. Steal is E. Great is the long one. Great is a long one. It's a long sound. And bleat is also E sound. That means you are left with what? You are left with A. A. Meaning what? Meaning said. 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 Right? Now, the last example under here is ooh. We're looking for this one now. We're looking for this sound now. Ooh. 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 So I'll give you the options. I'll give you the options. Are you ready? We have look. We have book. We have push. We have foo. And we have June. Now, which one will you choose? This is ooh, ooh, ooh sound, ooh sound. Now, I'll read the options again. Book, look, bush, bush, book, look, fool, June. Yeah, which one would you choose? Bush, it's bush. It's not bush. It's bush, not bush. Which one would you choose? June, correct. The correct answer is June, because that is the only word with the long sound, with the long oo. June, June. Now, these are examples of what? These are examples of vowels. Okay, class, now we're moving to the second aspect of today's lesson, which is consonants. As I said earlier, I said we have two types of sounds, and they are vowels and consonants. Vowels are divided into three. You have monophthongs, or called pure vowels. You have diphthongs and you have triphthongs. And we have seen the example of the two, monophthongs and diphthongs. Now, consonants are also divided according to their manner and place of articulation. As such, we have fricatives, we have affricates, we have plosives, and we have nasals. Now, these are the four categorization of consonants. The four categorization of consonants. Now, we're going to look at some example of consonants, and we'll try our hands. We'll try our hands at what? At some of the exercises at the end of the class. Now, the first one is the p sound. The p sound. The p is a bilabial sound. The p is a bilabial sound. It is produced by closing the air passage using the lips at a certain point and then open it at a certain point to produce the sound. Now, we have p. P as in penny. You have p at the beginning. You have p at the beginning. Remember, consonant sounds are joined with vowel sounds in order to produce syllables or words. You must join a consonant sound and a vowel sound, or sometimes two consonants called consonant clusters, in order to produce a syllable or what? A syllable or a word. But sometimes a single consonant can take a syllable or can take a word. But these are the examples now. Now, p, as we said, is or can be found in the word penny at the beginning. The word penny at the beginning. Now, the second one, b, is also another bilabial sound, which can be found in words like bo at the beginning. Now, the third one is an alveolar sound. It is produced by lifting the tip of the tongue and attaching it to the mouth roof, and it can be found in the production of words like toe. Now, this is a consonant sound, and this is a vowel sound. Now together we have a syllable and a word called tau. Right. Now the next one, how do you pronounce the sound? How do you pronounce the sound? It's not in the alphabet. That is the very secret of consonants and vowels. They are not alphabets, because alphabets are problematic. Right? So you don't find this from A to Z. No, you will never find it there. That is why they are called phonetic symbols. Phonetic symbols. Now, this is pronounced as ch, ch, ch. And you find it in words like what? In words like church. In words like church, or in words like butcher. Church or butcher at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning and at the end. Now, the next one is called the j sound, or it's pronounced as j, j, j. And you find it in words like just and fridge. Just and fridge. It's a voiced sound. When you hold your Adam's apple, you feel your Adam's apple vibrating. It's a voice sound. That is why sometimes you see it with the plus and with the minus. The one with the plus, meaning it's what? A voice sound. A sound you pronounce with a lot of emphasis. The one with the minus is called a voiceless sound. You pronounce it without emphasis. Now, the next one is called z, 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 right? And you find it in words like zero, zero, where the Z appears. But you also find it in nose, nose. In this case, you have the S taking the value of what? The S taking the value of C. So you don't say nose, just like you don't say is. Just like you don't say is. This is also pronounced as is. Just like nose, you don't say nose. Is nose, nose, right? Now the next one is pronounced as s, and you find it in words like so, or in the double S as in dress at the end. Now who can help us pronounce this sound? It's, who can try? Sh, right? Sh, it's pronounced as sh, and you find it in words like bush or shat. Bush or shat. The next one is called what? Or it's pronounced as what? As j, 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 j. It's actually not as emphatic as this sound. Not as emphatic as this sound. This is j, and you find it in words like treasure, treasure, treasure. You find that in the pronunciation of j, there is no emphasis. Treasure. And then the next one, how can you pronounce this? This is pronounced as th. This is a fricative sound. Through narrowing. Through narrowing. It's pronounced as th. And you find it in words like both at the end. Both at the end. Or thigh at the beginning. Thigh at the beginning. So it can appear, one thing consonant is that it can appear in the middle, it can appear in the beginning, and it can also appear at the end. Now the next sound is pronounced as what? Z sound. This is pronounced as Z sound. Z sound. And you find it in words like z, right? The next one is a nasal sound. It's pronounced by closing the air passage through the mouth so that the air is channeled through the nose to produce an M sound. You don't have to open your mouth to produce this sound. And you find it in words like mouth, right? And the next one is called or it's pronounced as and it's found in words like bring and sung. Bring and sung. Now the last one is pronounced as what? You can guess? Yeah. And you find it in words like what? Yes and yo. But it resembles a J, right? That's as an alphabet. But as a phonetic symbol, it is a yeah. And you find it in words like yes and yo. Now we'll briefly go over a little exercise. Before we round up. Now I will pronounce a word. I'll pronounce a word and I'll give you options. Then you give us a word that comes close in pronunciation to the word that I pronounce. Right? Now, think. Now we're dealing with what? We're dealing with this sound. Think. That is a word. Now we have the options. A, the. B, thorough. C, though. D, then. Now which one would you choose? The, thorough, though, then. Which one would you choose? We're looking for the sound. Which one would you choose? Number 1 or 2? Which one would you choose? The, thorough, though, then. 3 is though. We're looking for the. Number 2, thorough, 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 because that corresponds with think. We're looking for the sound, the fricative sound. That is what we're looking for. Now the second one is as. Have you gotten it? As. We're looking for this sound now. As. This is the word. You don't say as. As. You say as. As busy as a bee. As busy as a bee. Not as busy as a bee. It is as busy as a bee. Now we're looking for the sound that comes close to as. Now you have ash. A. B. You have maize. C. You have sugar. D. You have hiss. Now which one would you choose? B. Maize. Correct. B. Maize. Correct. Now we have 2 more to go. We have 2 more to go. Each. We're looking for the chi sound now. We're looking for the chi sound. The chi sound. We're looking for the chi sound. This sound. We're looking for it. The chi sound. Now I'll give you options. Number 1, chemist. Number 2, she. Number 3, choose. Number 4, comedy. Which one would you choose? Chemist, she, choose, comedy. We're looking for a chi sound. Which one would you choose? Choose, correct. Choose corresponds more with what? Corresponds more with each. Because we're looking for the chi sound. So choose is our answer. Now, the last one. The last one, we are looking for the G sound. G sound in the word search. G sound in the word search. And you have examples. A, dress. Do you find the sound there? Do you find G sound in dress? Okay. Go to the next one. Joke. Do you find G sound in joke? Joke is just joke. Joke. There is no emphasis. So joke is not our answer. Number 3, we have gas. Gas. Do you find G sound? Do you find a G sound? Ga. Ga. We're looking for G, not ga. Right? So it's not our answer. And the last one is treasure. Treasure, which is obviously our answer. So what is expected is for you to know the sound, so that when you see it in a word, you'll be able to pronounce it. One of the easiest way of learning transcription or phonetic symbols is using your dictionary. When you use your dictionary well, you'll find that after every word, the spelling of the word, you will find that it has what? It has a transcription. For instance, you're looking for the word believe. Open to your dictionary, you have this, believe. Now, you will see after the word, you will see there is a column, right? And you find something like this. You find something like this. This is telling you how to pronounce the word. Now, these are vowels and consonants. Now, if you know the sounds, you'll be able to interpret them here and pronounce believe better. Now, it is telling you that this is B. B without emphasis. And it's telling you that this is leave because it carries the column after the I, after the E. That means our stress falls on the second syllable. So it becomes believe, believe, Now, stress and intonation are different altogether, so our concern today is basically with vowels and consonants. And as we have discussed, we said vowels are divided into three. There are 20, they are divided into three. We're given examples of monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs. We've covered that with examples. And we came to discuss consonants, and we also said they are divided into affricates, fricatives, plosives, and nasals. And we've also given examples of nasals, and we have attempted in the course of the class to give examples and to take exercises so that we'll be able to assimilate the sounds. Any question from the class? Any question from the class? No question? Okay. In the absence of any question then, we're going to call it today. So, bye.